Dylan's just gaming.
He's
Are you
gaming.
playing Call of Duty? I'm gonna pull it
Home
up.
right behind him.
I'm coming, dude. I'm gonna put this stick and come over here.
Wait, what?
Dylan, you ready to go over there?
Fuck. Yeah,
You sure?
I've been ready.
Been ready. All right, give him the intro then, Dylan.
Welcome, everybody, to the Tailgate, boys.
No easing our way in over here. We're just going to hop right in. The 2021 NFL schedule is out. Huge week one matchups. Dallas, Tampa, defending champs, AFC powerhouses, Kansas City Chiefs, Cleveland Browns, potential AFC title game. Even the Saints, Drew Breesless Saints against Green Bay week one.
Famous James.
Oh, yeah, man. Carolina, Sam Darnold facing his old squad, the Jets. Huge games coming up week one. To start off, I want to start out with you guys. The big thing everyone's talking about is the 17-game schedule. Good idea, bad idea?
My opinion, don't fix something if it's not broke. I hate it.
I think it's great for the owners, terrible for the players.
Yes.
Yeah, terrible for the owner or for the players.
Yeah.
I think it's an awful idea.
Good money maker. Yeah. Pretty much what you guys are saying. Owners are gonna. It's good for them, but the players, it's gonna be tough.
Dude,
Being
being a
CBA,
fan,
right? So
Oh,
the
yeah.
players must have agreed to it. I don't know why they would.
well, that is an extra game check they get.
That's true.
But I don't know. Being a fan forever, and I don't know. I love records. I mean, would you not just assume that records are going to be broken pretty quickly with this new 17-game schedule?
Yeah.
Yes.
Imagine if AP a few years ago with the Vikings, when he was 7 yards short or 9 yards short, if he had another game,
One more carry.
or Mahomes, he threw 50 a few years ago, if he had another game. No, it's
Possible.
weird, man.
It's probably more likely with the passing than the rushing.
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
sure. So does Peyton Manning still hold the passing season record for
Yeah.
the season? How many
Yeah.
times did Drew Brees come like 200, 300 yards short? Like
You
3 or
really
4.
needed one more game. Yeah, you needed one more game.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it at all. I don't think any defensive stats still will be touched. Those old-time sack with Strahan and picks and anything like that, I don't think that'll be touched. But I think you're going to see some heavy offensive records just shattered.
Like
This
12.
has nothing to do with the schedule, but the number thing I hate. Corners can wear 1 through 19, or no, 1 through 49.
That was the next question I was going to bring up. What do you think? I love it. I love that a D lineman can wear. Is there a restriction on D linemen?
Yeah.
What's the restriction? Do you know?
They can't be single digits.
That's no fun.
I hate it, dude. Like,
So Myles Garrett can potentially go back to his number 15 in college?
I could be wrong, but I think so.
Dude, I saw a thing today. Christian McCaffrey put on Instagram himself of him wearing number 5 in Carolina, and it looks fresh.
Like, I don't know if you saw this, Curly. Jalen Hurts switched to number 1, and Darius Slay is going to wear number 2. I think that's so weird.
Is it true that they have to buy their jerseys out?
Yes.
Like whatever.
Yep.
Yes.
Because
That's
Stephon Diggs already said, 1, I'm not switching for the fans, and 2, that's a lot of money.
But you would think he would be the one to do it.
Patrick Mahomes sold the most jerseys last year.
Patty Mahomes sold the most jerseys last year. He ain't switching.
Imagine if he did. What a day.
Well, like Jamar Chase just got tweeted the other day. He's rocking number 1 for the Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I'm with you. It's just a number to me.
Tom Brady hates it. He was throwing a fit saying, like, now no one's going to know who they're blocking. I don't know.
Oh, Tom,
I don't think that has
love it.
anything to do with it, but I don't know. I guess I'm just so used to it that it bugs me.
Out of all the early season matchups, which one are you looking forward to the most?
I want that Darnold Wilson game early.
That game will mean nothing in the end, but
Nothing.
I absolutely love that week 1 matchup.
I like to see if Darnold really goes off with being back with Robbie and being in a new system. I can't wait to see it, honestly.
DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel. I think he's just gonna shove it right up the Jets organization. Be like, yeah, you guys are bad.
Yeah, me personally, I'm looking forward to Browns Chiefs. People think Browns are going to take the next step. That's going to be a good indication right off the bat.
I am interested in the Bucks and the Cowboys, but not even so much the Bucks. I think the Bucks are going to come out and absolutely kill it. I want to see what Dak looks like, honestly. Now that he's got paid, I want to see if he's going to play like that or if his injury is going to hold him back. I think it's good. It's going to be a more interesting game to see that unfold than it is to watch the actual two teams play.
He's the second highest paid quarterback. I want to see if he can live up to the hype. They don't even have to win. They just have to compete, in my eyes, for them
I think they do got to win.
You think they got to win?
If you're making that kind of money, you got to win.
I had to switch my shirt. Here we go. He's coming back. He's coming back.
Speak of a whole garbage fire right here. Holy shit, that team. My God.
He's coming back. I think the only way he comes back if they break the bank, send all of their picks to Atlanta, and bring in Julio. That's the only chance.
No, he's petty. You got to get rid of Love.
Jordan Love scares me because he couldn't beat out Tim Boyle to be the backup last year.
But I watch those videos often of him in training camp just spiking 10-yard passes right into the ground before the net. I laugh at him every single time.
Dude's in the chin.
Boys, there was a lot of good rookies taken. Whose debut are you looking forward to the most?
Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, you went with number uno, huh?
I mean, everybody's so confident about it. It's got to be special, right?
Gotta be. Who they got week 1?
Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Texans.
I'm not sure who they got week 1.
Texans.
Oh,
lucky him.
Oh man. Yeah, he can ease his way in week 1.
Honestly, I'm looking forward to old Zach Wilson and the Jets. I mean, I'm not high on him. I'm really not. I mean, he lost to Coastal Carolina in the biggest game of his last season in college, and I guess we'll see. So I'm looking at him.
Dude, what was the thing I saw the other day? It's like they had a roster of the Jets like quarterbacks in the last 30 years, and there was like 19 of them just hanging out. And Vinny Testaverde was one of them. Put it that way. It's been that long since they've really – although they did have a couple of good years with Chad Pennington, like just throwing a guy out there real quick with Rex Ryan. Dylan, who you got? Who's your rookie?
I want Justin Fields. I want to see him get his shot first. He's got to get his shot, but then after that, we'll see. But
you think he's going to start week 1?
I don't think he's gonna. Just because Nagy wants to see him, like see what he got in practice or whatever you want to say, like his development. They have a plan for him, is what they keep talking about. ESPN keeps talking about they have a plan. So we'll see if, as long as he gets his shot, I think he's destined to be really, really good. So.
Yeah, I'm a little upset he didn't fall to the Vikings because apparently the talks were they're going to take him. Apparently.
As a Packers fan, I am so nervous about him. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I'm extremely nervous about Justin Fields.
I can't wait.
He could potentially, by the end of the season, if Rodgers is gone, be the best quarterback in that division.
No, you ain't kidding. You know they have packages for him early, even if he doesn't start.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more for a defense to prepare for. The less they got, the more they can really study. The more they got to prepare for, then it's harder for them to really know what's coming. They're always on their toes, different formations, different zones, or different motions. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that comes into play, especially even if it's just a few packages for them.
Right. Yeah. It's just another headache that a defense has to look at.
Exactly.
feel like he's the perfect red zone quarterback.
He's huge.
Just, you never know what is going to happen. Either way, keeping it, throwing it, or handing it off. I'm going off the rails a little bit, and I do not like Pittsburgh at all. I think Pittsburgh was a running back away from actually competing. And with that Najee Harris pick, I am really looking forward to seeing Najee Harris without James Conner there be the feature back in the Steelers' backfield.
Yeah, more on that. You think he gets 30 to 40 attempts or touches, I guess you can say, his first year? Or
I think he gets 20 touches a game. And I'm not talking about just carries. I'm talking about because he can catch the ball out of the backfield, which people tend to forget all the time just because of how big he is. But he was a receiving threat at Alabama just as much as he was a running.
Absolutely. And the more they start to use that, the better they got, I feel like.
I mean, who was the receiving back for the Steelers last year? It wasn't James Conner.
No, it was Benny Snell, wasn't it? And
Anthony McFarland.
Oh, okay.
But either way,
either
way, I mean, they weren't anything. If you look at when the Steelers had deep runs in the playoffs, what did they have on their team? They had a bell cow running back.
Willie Parker, baby.
Willie Parker. Rashad Mendenhall was good for a little bit there. Obviously, Le'Veon Bell.
Until Big Ben gets out of there.
Yeah.
He's like hard to watch.
But he still threw the ball pretty well last year he didn't do that bad. Like, he's old and can't move, and that's got off.
That's not a great trait for having that above quarterback.
But he's always been like that. Like, that's really nothing.
That is
it's
true.
Just people used to bounce off him.
Yeah,
not no more.
Not anymore.
Plus the difference was last year, I think he averaged it was 2.1 seconds from snap to throw. Like, he wasn't dropping back and slinging. He got the ball and out right away. Yeah. And I think with Najee, you're gonna have to check that a little bit.
Oh, shit.
Boys, there were 4 teams last year that either made it by surprise or missed the playoffs. Okay, Washington, the Raiders, Minnesota, and the 49ers. Obviously, some teams got hampered with injuries and so forth. But we're talking about the win total, the over-under of what that team is going to get. We'll start with Washington. Washington, the over-under is right at 8. Where does Washington go from last year's playoff run?
They're going down. I honestly think with Eagles, all the moves they made defensively, everyone's kind of in NFC East is kind of just preparing for Dak to be good, I see. I mean, everyone's deep. Washington has no quarterback. They can't score on defense all the time. They can't win. They can win games, but they're not going to win a lot of championships or close games with just defense. I mean, Dak's going to put up he'll put up 30 points, 40 points. I mean, hopefully, right? That's me speaking as a fan. But I'm just hoping that or not hoping, but I see Washington I almost said the R word. I hope they don't do too well. Their defense is going to be good. Yeah, I give them that. But other than that, they don't have anyone to throw the ball. They have a decent running game.
So is their defense the best in the NFC East, though, Washington?
I would say yes.
I think it's hands down. I actually don't think it's very close. I think their defense is legit.
And I think because of that, they got Ryan Fitzpatrick, which is an upgrade at quarterback, but he is still he's either up here or way down. And when he's down there, he is bad, 3 picks. I would say look for him to be around 500 again, give or take a game.
So you pushing on the 8 wins, Bill? It's 17 games now. I'm sorry. You literally can't push anymore.
No, I would say 8 or 9 wins.
I don't think they're going to win the division, dude.
You think Washington's going to win the division?
There hasn't been a repeat division winner in a long time in the NFC East. A really long time. So look it up. 20 years there hasn't been a repeat winner. So I'm going to rule them out immediately. And then with the other 3, It really depends on the progression of quarterbacks, right? So each team has a quarterback where we're waiting to see what's the next step, and I think this year is important for the rest of those 3 teams.
Dude, that's a very solid
okay,
point.
those steps are very different. I'm not going to lie there. Yes, that is true, but Jesus Christ, we're going to throw Jalen Hurts the same steps as Dak. I mean, they're learning.
Yeah.
I don't see that. Just because.
Well, I'm not saying they're the same talent-wise. I'm just saying it's the same situation where it's a year to see what is what.
We know what Dak got. We know what has. We're just waiting for him to get back. It's just after an injury. It's not like he did good 1 year and then he just did bad the rest of the year. As he's been good, he got hurt. Now he's just coming back.
Well, yeah, but now he's paid to be great.
That's very true. I will say
I
this:
think that's
before
the
Dak
expectation in Dallas.
got hurt, they were the number 1 offense. They were.
Right. So that's what we're waiting to see this year, right? That's
I agree. I definitely agree. Hey, next team, Raiders. I feel like John Gruden came back. Everyone was excited. David Carr's a capable quarterback, and they had a very underwhelming season. Yes, they have the Chiefs in their division. But, I mean, the Chargers are coming up just as well in that division. The over-under for them is 7.5. What do you think?
I don't think Derek Carr is it. He had one good year.
He's capable, is he not? There's worse.
He had one good year, but he hasn't been consistent enough. No way they make the playoffs.
You don't think there's any shot?
I'm going to go with it. No, I don't. I don't think their defense is good enough. I don't think Derek Carr is good enough. I'm taking the under on that.
I think they whiffed a year ago with their first-round pick and, was it Clyde Farrell from Clemson? I think they whiffed. I don't like them. They actually got a better defensive end in that draft in the 4th or 5th round with Max Crosby.
Yeah.
I just don't trust their defense. And I actually have faith in Derek Carr. I think he's pretty good. I think he gets hurt a lot. And I think he's got to get old Henry Ruggs more involved. That dude's electric. But I have zero faith in their defense. I'm going under as well with the 7.5.
First of all, you gotta talk about Josh Jacobs with the Raiders. Derek Carr is fine. All he has to do is not turn the ball over. Giving Josh Jacobs, maybe throwing him the ball 30, 40 times, that might change what that whole offense is about. I mean, he obviously did very well last year. But once again, the defense is the whole thing that you're basically worried about. But hopefully I'm going to take the over on that, actually. I think the Raiders will win 10 games, actually.
Ooh, 10-7.
Yeah, I'm going to go 10-7. I'm going to go 10-6-1.
10-6-1. Hot take, 10-6-1. Put the money line on it right now. Put it on it. So, okay, so what's that division look like when it comes down to it? You telling me they come in second? They finishing ahead of Herbert?
Yes.
I mean, I don't think Denver's even involved. Let's be real. I don't care who they got, Locke or Bridgewater or whatever.
Well, unless they get Rodgers.
Stop.
Oh, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother conversation.
Stop. I don't even want to talk about it. All right.
If they get Rodgers, they are set. They need everything, or they don't need anything but a quarterback. That's all they need.
All right, we'll go to Minnesota. I'm going to lead it off just because, and I mean, I hate to say it. The 8.5 is the spread, and I'm just going to go ahead and just say it all depends on Aaron Rodgers. I hate talking about it because I don't think he's going anywhere, but it all depends on if number 12 is the quarterback for the Packers. If he's the quarterback, I think it's right at 8. I think Fields will come on late. The Lions, I have zero faith in with Goff, zero faith. I think they'd be lucky to win 3-4. But it all depends on Aaron Rodgers. I got them, actually. If he's there, definitely under. Right at 8. And if he's not there, I have them winning the division just because he's not there, 9 to 10. Billy, what you got, man? I know you got a lot to say here.
Kirk has, him leaving Washington, throwing a lot there. I was a little bit nervous about him going to the Vikings after seeing what the Vikings did with Keenum, but he has proven time and time again that He just can't handle it, dude. He can't. Dalvin Cook, when healthy, is one of the best backs in the league. But that's the thing, is he can't stay healthy. I don't know if he's made it through a year yet, has he?
Not a full year, no.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Thielen's getting a little bit older, and Jefferson's a freak. We all know that. But I don't know. I feel like the Vikings don't have that shutdown corner to take away a Devontae Adams or even their second corner. I don't even, like, they just traded Hughes away, Mike Hughes.
I will say this. Their defense needs work. Their strength on defense is their D-line. Even when they got rid of Ngakoue, they traded him to the Ravens. But the only thing they did during free agency was go ahead and get another D tackle. Like, they didn't do anything. They finished at the bottom tier of pass defense, and they didn't even address it. Like, they didn't address it with anybody worthwhile in the draft. They didn't address it besides Patty P. I love Pat Peterson, but he's aging quickly, and he's got two young corners that he's all of a sudden got to teach instead of just coming to Minnesota and just balling out. Now he's got to teach these two young guys how to play defense.
Yeah.
In Dantzler and Gladney from TCU. I don't like it. I think he's got a lot on his plate.
I don't think they added enough to put them in that next tier of, like, getting to the playoffs. And
last team. Obviously last year, Jimmy G goes down. 49ers, with the addition of Trey Lance, is going to be interesting with him and Jimmy G. When does Trey Lance take over? The over-under for them is 10. They have them going 10-7. Yes, that defense is good, but do they really have enough weapons besides Kittle to win 10 ball games?
Ayuk is still there, right? He's about to blow up.
Rookie last year, yeah.
So he'll be okay. They got Moser or whatever.
Moser, yep.
And they got Deebo Samuel, who hadn't been terrible for him.
Dude, that's your
South Carolina boys. Go Gamecocks, baby.
You think that defense can carry him again, though? Let's be real. They're going to have to carry him this year, especially with this quarterback controversy they got going on.
Yeah, I don't think they can carry him. I mean, they're going to win. Like I said, they're going to win. Defense wins games, but they're just not. It's just not exactly enough to get over that playoff hump, or like it's just not. You just don't have it. A lot of playoff teams, big playoff teams, they can fucking score 40 to 50 points once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
They have great quarterbacks that can do it. They have obviously have more offense around them, like those big teams. But yeah.
No, I'm with you. I mean, their best player is Joey Bosa. He's coming off a torn ACL.
Nick Bosa.
Sorry, thank you, Nick Bosa. Not everyone can just hop back in there. I know I'm sure he's an animal. I'm sure he's recovered very well. But you're telling me he's not going to be a little hesitant when he comes back when that torn ACL?
Yeah, that's the thing. You always have to find out. It depends. Some players can just see past it. Some players can just go right at. I mean, look at AP. He was like something out of a fairy tale.
No, I couldn't agree more. But what people aren't talking about, Richard Sherman's still a free agent. Like, as of now, he is not there. Say what you will about him losing a step. He still brings the mindset and the cognitive ability that most corners do not have.
Yeah, he still has won championships.
Absolutely. So let's pick the under over. Let's pick the under over because we're going a little over. Billy, over, under 10 wins.
I'm gonna go under, and I'm gonna focus on the offense here. I don't think the offense is good enough to keep that defense off the field. As good as the defense could be, I think they're going to be on the field a lot, and they don't have that guy that can guard a DeAndre Hopkins in the division, within the division. They don't got a guy that can guard DK Metcalf within the division, and I don't even know if they have a guy that can guard Cooper Kupp within the division. So, I mean,
Who
That
have
division
Matty
is good.
Stafford now? Who have Matty
Matt Stafford, Russell Wilson, and Kyler Murray. That's the three quarterbacks that they're facing. And if that offense can't get it together, especially with their question mark at quarterback, the defense might be on the field for a long time.
Curly, under over 10 wins for the
That'd be
49ers. Under. Dylan, under over 10 wins.
Under.
I'm going under as well. I think, especially offensively, just bringing in another quarterback with the number 3 overall pick. You gave up so much to get him. You would assume he's going to play this year at some point. I don't think they can get to 10 wins. I think 9-8, 8-9 is fair for the 49ers.
Agreed.
All right, boys, last question. We all know the Super Bowl favorites, the Chiefs, Tampa, Green Bay. You can go all down through the Bills. I'm talking about who is your dark horse Super Bowl pick, dark horse that no one will think of. I think it's the Rams, man. I think it's the Rams. They have the defense. Yes, their offense needs work, but if they have Matt Stafford in that Super Bowl game, we might not be talking about Brady with 7. I think Matty Stafford is that much better than Jared Goff that, especially during that game, could have carried them there. I think they got
let's go.
potential. Are you pumped at me or are you pumped at somebody else? He's so sick of my take that he's like, dude, F this dude.
No,
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
no, you have no idea what just happened, but throw my 2 cents in. I agree with you. I had 2 teams. Mine was the Brown and the Rams. I think the Rams was definitely the one that I was going to pick. But I think Browns, if speak on Baker Mayfield, as long as he doesn't turn the ball over, they have all the tools around him for him to be successful. So those are my options.
Corbin, what you got?
I think whoever wins the NFC East.
I love it. Let's go.
Because they just have a knack for doing it.
I love
Never
it.
very good, you know.
I love it. All right, boys. I guess only time will tell all these takes.
Time will tell, you know.
Time will tell. All right. Hey, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hey, show some support. Hit that like, subscribe button. We're the Tailgate Boys. We'll see you next time.
We all threw a peace sign.
Get out of here.
Do that again.